Good evening, lovely tubers. White Mexican back again for another Market Watch investments video here for you today. We're just going to get right into it. Quick preview, I'm going to be reviewing Legendary Collection Kaiba today, as well as the very infamous Legendary Collection 5Ds. A lot of awesome Blackwing support, Mechlord support, Nortons, a whole bunch of amazing stuff. So we're just going to get right into it, starting off with Legendary Collection Kaiba. So number 39, again, I'm just going to be reviewing lightly played near mint, highest value to lowest. Number S39, this is a fantastic card. This is like a one-punch kind of last resort move or an alternative winning condition. It's really, really awesome. Of course, we have the ultimate rares here. These sets are very, very lengthy, both this and the 5Ds collections. Legendary Collection 5Ds is very, very large, so I apologize. I'm not going to go into every particular card because that just take a very, very long time, but I just kind of want to, uncover the dirt on these sets a little bit and kind of just remind people that there's a lot of value, there's a lot of good things. Some things are overpriced, and some things it's good that they're overpriced because you can sell them if you have them. And then also there's a lot of things that are kind of under the radar that are really cheap that I think have potential for growth. So with that being said, really quick, S39 here, it's about roughly 18 bones. You can go and check out conditions and first edition, lightly played, and all that. And unlimited if you want. There is an ultimate rare also of this. And if I'm not mistaken, I think a European secret rare print from like a special edition or something. But this is a fantastic card. Drill Knockbird really quickly. I do want to review this really quick. This is one of my all-time favorite hand traps. I really love this card. I don't particularly like this version as an ultra rare. This is just a fantastic card in general. I really feel like this always kind of goes in and out, and it kind of loses favor with players, but it's always kind of on people's minds. This is definitely like well up there with some of the greatest hand traps like Ash Blossom and Maxi, in my personal opinion. There is plenty of awesome prints to this. Of course, there's an ultimate rare, which is ungodly expensive and kind of not really attainable right now unless you're wanting to spend these really crazy high prices. It does look very nice in ultimate rare, but personally, in my personal opinion, and I call me crazy, you guys probably know this by my other videos, I love my hand traps in super rare. And for a while, this was really, really affordable. It was significantly cheaper than it is now. There was a while back, I remember these were going for about $5. I was super, super amazed. And I really regret not picking them up at $5 because they are back up to that normal average price point of about 13, about 15 bones for the super rare version of Drill and Lockbird. So this is my favorite rarity so far. Until we get a secret rare reprint, which I think eventually this card definitely merits a secret rare reprint. We can see the ultimate, the ultra, the super, and then the commons or the rare from the original OG, and then the commons. So there's that for you guys. Moving along here, we trade in. I reviewed this in one of my previous videos not too long ago. This has been going up in crazy on value for pretty much all the prints besides the commons. My personal favorite is I think it's the champion pack, I want to say, rares. But this secret rarity definitely is the second runner-up. This is really, really cool. A lot of the blue eye stuff has been going up. We've seen an uptick in the value for Sage with Eyes of Blue, and obviously with White Stone of Ancients, and just a plethora of a lot of the Blue Eyes White Dragon support cards. Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. My personal favorite prints of this is actually the super rares and of course the OG secret rares. Like the duel, you can see these price points. All this stuff is just pretty good value all across the board. So I really recommend you guys dip through and kind of depict this set because there's a lot of awesome things to go through here. Delinquent Duel, this is actually secret rare. This is really, really nice. I really like these secret rare first edition prints. These look very, very nice. Obviously, collectors are going to be more leaning towards the original ultra rares from Magic Ruler, which for first edition are really, really expensive now. They're definitely a collector's value. Artwork is just fantastic in this card. This is an infamous ban card, and it holds just great value in general. Return of the Dragon Lords. This is actually a card I really wanted to highlight. It's got pretty good value. It's about 10 bones-ish here, depending on if you go into it. This is the secret rare version. I know there's also... Really quick, I'm just going to go ahead because this is one of the feature cards that I wanted to review because this is in particularly one of the cards that I was really, really interested from Legendary Collection Kaiba. This is the secret rare prints. These are holding good value. Unlimiteds are about 10. First editions are about almost 12. So there's definitely money in this. Only 2 pages left. Really quick, let's take a look at the alternate versions. I know there's a super rare print that came out of the actual structure deck, the original print from the structure deck. which was Rise of the True Dragons, which is pretty old. It's getting up there in age now. Obviously, this one's going to be significantly cheaper. First editions are about $6 to $5, and then just kind of move up after that. Only 2 pages of this and 2 pages of the Secret Rare. So Blue Eyes players or whoever it is that's playing these in their Dragon decks are definitely scooping these up. So you have 2 options there, the Secret Rare and the Super Rare. Obviously, me being an avid Secret Rare lover, I would definitely go for the Secret Rares, but they are getting pretty pricey and up there in value. So I don't know if right now is the best time to get it because they've definitely seen an uptick in increasing value. Secret Terraforming is pretty awesome. I personally enjoy the OTS or Astral Pack Super Rare, whatever it came out of, one of the tournament packs. It came with a Super Rare. There's also an Ultimate Rare. This is the Secret Rare, which looks very, very nice. So it's kind of up to you guys. The Ultimate Rare, I'll admit, the Ultimate Rare definitely does look very, very good. Terraforming looks amazing in Ultimate Rare. It's very expensive though, so this Secret Rare and then also Super Rares are also very nice too. All the XYZ stuff beside Buster, Buster's a couple dollars, but all the other supporting cards you see is very, very cheap. I love this deck card. This is a really fun deck. I think this is kind of a underrated deck. Everyone knows, Cyber Dragons is kind of like the main bully of, core machine decks. And it always kind of comes in and out. And Infinity Dragon is just, an awesome boss monster. But XYZ Dragon Buster is a pretty awesome boss monster. And the deck in general is just really cheap right now. And it's all super high rarity. Pretty much all the stuff is Secret Rares, if I can remember correctly, for this card. So it got really blinged out in this set, which is really awesome. And it's all very, very affordable. Dragon Shrine. This is a really great card, too. This is like a double Foolish Burial if you're running stuff like Blue Eyes with Vanilla Dragons. This is kind of a cool card just for collectability because there's another Secret Rare print. I think it's like a retro pack or something that's just really, really expensive. So it's really cool that we got a very affordable or significantly cheaper Secret Rare version of this. I don't particularly think this is a really playable card, but it's got really cool artwork. Card of Demise is definitely a key card here. This is the highest rarity that we have of this card as the Secret Rare, and this card is extremely undervalued right now. I know it's at 1. I know it's not really seeing a lot of play, but this is a really great card too. Fist of the Gadget Secret Rare Ignis Heat. Finally got a reprint of this in this set, and it's really cheap right now. So I featured it before in one of my other videos. I would definitely check that out because True Dracos is definitely still a thing. It's hiding. It's lurking in the dark abyss, in the shadows, waiting. Anyway, so yeah, it's about $3+ for these for the first edition Secret Rare prints, and there's about 5+ pages. So I think this is a really, really fantastic price point for this card. This card used to be $20+, and now it's 3 bones. And this is for the highest rarity for first edition. Nice condition. Of course, you have the OG Ultra Rares and then the dual powered Ultra Rares. But I really like original prints, first edition original prints. But I fall head over heels for Secret Rare, so I would definitely, for $3, I would definitely pay a little extra more for the $3 first edition Secret Rares. This is just a fantastic card, awesome artwork. I'm an avid anti-meta player, and it's really sad that card got hit to 1, but I used to rock it at 3 all the time with my anti-meta builds. And of course there's other decks you can run in as well. It doesn't just have to be anti-meta, but it is very, very popular amongst anti-meta players. Another card here is going to be Beezle, the Diabolic Dragons. This is one of my favorite Dark Synchro monsters. This card is just a beast. It's got really cool artwork, and this is a Secret Rare, which is the highest rarity we have of this card right now. It's pretty good price. It's about 5 bones for the first edition. You see the first editions here for about 5 bones if you want to factor in shipping. And there's only 2 pages left. This is just a really, really good synchro. We're in Master Rule 5 now. There's a lot of dark decks running around, and this isn't too terribly difficult to make. It's a rank at a level 8 synchro, 3K beater. And it's a dark, it's a dragon, it's just got a killer effect. There also is some gold versions of this, which were actually the original prints. Not a whole lot of prints of this at all. We have 3 prints here. Legendary Hero decks, I believe that was a common. And there's a Secret Gold from Premium, which actually, surprisingly, it just does look very, very nice. This is a bad picture. It doesn't do it justice. It looks really, really bad in this picture. But I personally think I still have a few copies of this of the Premium Gold, and it actually looks very, very nice. I normally really hate Premium Gold. The only gold sets I like is 2008, 2009, series, and the Ghost Gold from Haunted Mine, which I believe was the fourth Gold series. But this looks very, very nice. So this is another alternate version. But then again, now that the normal Secret Rare came out, and it's really cheap too. It's kind of up to you which one you want to play. I personally think this does look pretty nice, but this also looks nice. It's just the normal Secret Rare from this set as well. So this card is very affordable right now. I don't know if this card will go up, but this is just a beastly Dark Synchro level 8, and it's at 3, and I think it's pretty devastating when you bust it out. And it's just, I'm a really big fan of that card. I've been a fan of that card for pretty much since its genesis, so it's a really great card. I think it's really underrated and underappreciated. We have some more dragon stuffs here. Melody of the Waking Dragon, Dragon Ravine. These are all secret rares. These are very, very nice. Wouldn't really be too concerned about this Regeki as an ultra rare. Personally, I like the LOB, OG super rares. Those are my favorite. But there's also a secret rare from Legendary Collections. I think 3 or 4. So this ultra is kind of out of the park for that. One card I do want to highlight is Dragon Spirit of White. I am completely in love with the artwork of this card. This is just a really bright, vivid secret rare. This is a rarity update to its original ultra rare print in Shining Victories. And let's take a look at the first editions. They're about $3 plus if you want to factor in shipping, and then they go to about $4. Only 3 pages left of this card as well. I don't remember if I picked up. This card used to be like significantly cheaper. This was like $1, under $1 for like the longest time. Again, there's been an uptick in value of Blue Eyes cards lately. I'm not really sure why, but Blue Eyes is a fun deck to play. It's pretty relatively easy to pilot, and there's a lot of mixtures and diversity that you can do for it. Really quickly, let's go ahead and take a look at the original print Ultras from Shining Victories. Looks like there's 4 different prints of this card. Legendary Collect saw a common. I guess this is probably an ultra rare from the 2017 Mega Tin packs. So let's go ahead and look at the OG Shining Victories, which is getting up there in age now. I think this was I want to say a 2016 set. And this was one of the very first, not the first set, or was this the first set? Comment below if you guys remember. I think this was either one of the first sets that we got all holographic booster packs, like where we got at least a super rare, where Konami changed it up on the what they put in the packs, or it was very close. But I want to say Shining Victories. I'm pretty sure it was like the dawning of Konami producing packs on TCG that had everyone gets a super rare. Anyway, okay, so this is significantly cheaper as the original first, which was very surprising because this set it's getting up there in age. This is the OG original print, and the first editions here near mint are not even $1 if you don't factor in shipping. And all across the board, they're like $1, plus. There's four pages left of this. Now, I will admit it does not look as juicy as the very awesome updated Secret Rare reprint, but it's also a little bit more in price, which is fine. I mean, it's higher rarity. So personally, I would go for this Secret Rare, but then the OG Ultra Rare first editions are very nice too. I personally have both the Secret Rares and the original prints first editions, it's just a fantastic card. Blue Eyes is a really fun deck. I really want to start messing around and start creating my own builds because I'm all about level 8s, and it's just fun, and its engine is really cool. A lot of draw power with this deck as well, and I really love turbo decks. I talked about Dark Arm Dragon. This is the updated Secret Rare version. There's an Ultimate Rare, and then the OG Phantom Darkness Secret Rare, which is pretty up there in value. This is still really, really cheap, and this is a fantastic rarity. I have personally picked up a lot of these when these were like $1 under. They were like so cheap for the longest time. They still are. You can see here. And this is just a fantastic card. Thunder Dragon, this is another really great card. I really love the mechanic behind it. I love how you can dig 2 cards out of your deck instantly. And, of course, some Thunder Dragons players play it. And there is a super rare print and this ultra rare print. I don't necessarily really like either the super or the ultra. If I had to pick, I guess I would pick the ultra. Ultra rare is one of my least favorite rarities. I really don't like ultra rares. I mean, the only ultra rares I really like is like collector's ultra rares that are like first edition original prints, or like generation 1 status stuff. But over the super rare, I guess it would be better as an ultra rare. But personally, I'm waiting for this to get a secret rare reprint. I think Thunder Dragon would look really, really great as a secret rare, but it is a really good card. And sometimes, like again, Thunder Dragon players use it, so maybe you guys want to take a look into that. Ghost Ogre, again, all the awesome hand traps are in here. Like, this set was just unbelievable for hand traps. And if you guys were in the game when this set dropped not too long ago, this set got bought out and bought out and bought out and over and over and over. And I don't even remember like how long it took for the reruns to get produced for this set. But this set was just so hard to get because everyone was buying it because it just had like Drill and Lockbird, Ash Blossom, all the Blue Eyes stuff, some upgrade rarities of like old school Goat Band cards. It had Ghost Ogre, DD Crow, like all of the juicy hand traps were in here. Unfortunately, they made them all just ultra rares, which it's kind of it is what it is. But again, this is just a fantastic set, and that's another reason why I'm reviewing it. Cards Consonance. This is an awesome draw power card. You can combo it, of course, off of White Stone of Legend or cards like the White Stone of Ancients. Awesome draw power, pretty great combo searcher, all that. Silver's Cry. No one really uses this card, but I still think it's pretty cool. It's pretty diverse. It's a quick play. You can bust out a Blue Eyes White Dragon really quick. It's got fantastic artwork. I love how you see either the clouds or this ice mountain, and then a really cool picture of Blue Eyes, and then it's got the big bright moon in the back. And then of course you got White Stone. So just all this just great Blue Eyes stuff. It makes sense. Of course, this is Kaiba's set, so it's going to be a lot of Kaiba-related stuff. Again, Beatbuster Drake. I love all of the ABC stuff, and they're really cheap here. These are all secret rares. Sea Wyvern is a secret rare. It's really cheap. A Assault Core, secret rare, super cheap. Just Desserts. So this is the only holo version that we have of Just Desserts. I'm pretty sure its original print is this is an ancient card. Like, this came out, I don't even remember what it came out of. It was one of the very first sets that this came out of. It was either a structure deck. I'm pretty sure it was a starter deck. They called them starter decks for the original Gen 1s. And this card is super cheap. It's like $1 plus, and there's 5+ pages for the first edition prints. Again, this is the only holo foil that we have of this. It's kind of sad they didn't make this a secret rare. I think this would have looked a lot better as a secret rare, but they decided to make it an ultra rare. And this is a really good man card. Burn decks really love this card. And for a while, this saw a pretty good significant price increase. There's a little stint where it went, I think, up to like $5 or $8 or so, but it's back down to a very affordable price point, so that's definitely something to look into. Enemy Controller, this is pretty cool. Now we do have the original OG Ancient Sanctuary ultra rares, and I think it came ultimate rare as well, but these secret rares look very, very nice. A fantastic artwork. I really love the artwork on this card. It's a quick play, and it has 2 different effects, and it's just an awesome old school card that got a rarity update. Azure Eyes of Silver Dragon. This is an awesome card. Maiden with Eyes of Blue. No one really runs this. I really like this card. When I start building my Blue Eyes builds, I think I'm gonna probably mess around with this card because I really like the artwork. I really like its effect, and it's just a really cool level 1. And it's pretty cheap right now. It's like under $1. I think the original prints came out of a start or structure deck as a super rare, but this is a very nice rarity update. Again, I love secret rares. Let's see here. Moving on, I'm going to load the rest of the set. This is a gigantic set, 123 cards in this set. I apologize. I'm going to be streaming through relatively quickly for this. Ancient Rules, I believe this game is a secret rare. This is kind of a slower, outdated card, but it's got pretty cool artwork. And I would also check out, there's original print ultimate rares, which are going for a pretty good price point right now. We got some Dragoonity reprints and some more Blue Eyes stuff here. This card is really great artwork. There was a time where I thought this card was a really good investment because I was thinking that, if you wanted to pitch your Magics in the Grave to activate effects, maybe there's a deck where you want to have send your Magic cards to the grave and they pop off effects. Maybe this just has fantastic artwork. I love how it's like the Spellbinding Circle and the Yu-Gi-Oh card in there. I really love when Yu-Gi-Oh cards have Yu-Gi-Oh cards featured in the artwork. But it's kind of past. It's a little past time for that. I love Chain Disappearance. There is a OTS pack, Astral pack, I'm not really sure, super rare, which is really great. And then this is the secret rares. These are really, really cheap. This card never, when Tour Guide came out, it saw pretty good play when Tour Guide originally came out back in the day, a long time ago. But since then, I haven't really seen this card featured in much of anything. But it has fantastic artwork. I love how it has Maneater Bug just getting annihilated by some kind of chain dagger. And the secret rares just look fantastic. And if this ever becomes a thing again, they're really cheap, so you guys can be prepared for that. And that is going to be pretty much it for this set, if I remember. Again, there's so many cards I want to talk about. Like, this whole set in general, there's just regenerating value. This card's really cool, Rider of the Storms. No one really plays this card, but I really like this card. It's super cheap. I think it's originally a rare or common from Shining Victory, so it got a rarity update to an ultra rare in this set. I like this. I'm definitely going to mess around with putting this in my Blue Eyes builds. And Castle of the Dragon Souls, this is really cool. I love the artwork on this. It's got a pretty cool two-pronged effect. I would check that out, and that's going to be pretty much it. So that was Legendary Collections Kaiba. That's my stent, my little kind of 2 cents on the set. This is a fantastic reset, reprint set. Just fantastic artwork. Rarity updates, and it has fantastic value in general. So moving on here to Legendary Collection 5Ds. My goodness. So I thought 123 was a big set. 268 cards dawning out of this set from Legendary Collection 5Ds. This is a really old reprint set, and there's a lot of awesome 5Ds archetypes that are just fantastic fan favorites, like Blackwings. So let's take a look at Blackwing Bora the Spear here. This is going to be the ultra rare versions, which currently is the highest rarity and the most valuable version of this card in the TCG. Now, there is some dual terminal prints that I'm going to get into shortly here, but the first run here is going to be about 12 bones for the first editions, and it just starts slowly climbing up after that. Only 3 pages of this. Again, Blackwings is a really fun deck. To my understanding, it's a relatively easy deck to pilot. I've never personally built Blackwings, but I respect them. They're really cool. They ran rampant all throughout the 5Ds era, and they are a very, very large player base and fan favorite decks. Really quickly, let's go ahead and take a look at the dual terminal prints, which for a while went all the way up to about $15, $17, and they're a little bit down here now. The ultra rare surpassed them in price. There's some rares and commons here. This is the Dual Terminal 3 common, which is very, very fantastic. I personally have a lot of these. I was buying the crap out of these when I was going on just this giant hunt for dual terminal cards back in like 2018 and the beginning of 2019. And the first one that we see here is about $6, and it moves to $7. And then there's only 2 pages left of this. This personally, I would go for this one personally because it is cheaper than the ultra rare, significantly cheaper. The ultra rare was what, like $12. This is about $6, $7. It is not a hollow foil, but it is dual terminal. There is no dual terminal. Dual terminal went bye-bye as far as we're concerned as players. Konami is not investing in reproducing these dual terminal versions. So there's that. And Bora is just everyone plays this card. It's got pretty cool artwork, and again, it's Blackwings. Blackwings, there's a big player base of Blackwings. It's a really great old school fan favorite deck. So definitely worth investing into if you time it right. Formula Synchron is the most expensive card here. This is the secret rare. I don't know if there's an ultimate rare print, but I mean, it makes sense. We're in Master Duel 5 again. The extra deck has been completely unlocked, and there's going to be a lot of awesome synchro combo starters and engine starters here, like we see Glow Up Bulb. There's Ultra Max C, which definitely a pretty good price point. Really quickly, I love this card. Every time this card comes up, I gotta feature this card because my personal favorite, again, call me crazy, I like my hand traps in super rare, is going to be the super rares out of the 10 promos from 2012. You can see here. I always pick these up when they hit about $4 or $5 for the lightly played near mints. I usually pick these up because I'm a fond believer that Maxi is definitely, undoubtedly, full faith is going to get off the ban list, and we are going to be able to use it again at least at 1. And we can see here it's about $7, $8 for the super rare versions. There's about 5 pages left here on the market. Of course, there's the ungodly expensive ultimate rares here, which are hitting $200 plus, which is just insane. I get it, it's an ultimate rare, it looks great, but this is insane. This card is still very much banned. It's been banned for a very long time. It's going to get unbanned, So I can understand people trying to ask these price points, but honestly, no one's going to buy this. I mean, I wouldn't. I think this is not a smart investment. If this card becomes unbanned, I really don't think it's going to be going up past these price points. $200+ for a card that you can't even play. I get it, it's max rarity. Astral Pack 4 was a significantly long time ago, but I would personally just go for the secret rares. The secret rares, first edition exclusively. Again, I would always invest in first edition. You're always going to get more value from your first editions. Everyone knows that. You just got to go first edition. Pay the extra money and get first edition if you want to go all out with your rarity bumps. Even the Unlimiteds here, let's go back really quick. The Unlimiteds are sitting at $33. They have never been this high, ever, that I can recall. I remember back in the day, recently after, like right when it got banned, this card dropped significantly in value, and I picked up first edition. I think they're lightly played or near mint. I think they're more toward near mint. First editions for 20 bones. I think I picked up several of them. I want to say I picked up either 4 or 6 first edition original OG Storm of Ragnarok first edition secret rare prints. I love this card. This is my all-time favorite hand trap card, and first editions that we're seeing here is $55. Only 3 pages left, so there's definitely great value. Many players like myself are banking on this card coming off the ban list because it is a well-missed card. It's just a blowout hand trap. I think it's safe to say this is the most powerful hand trap to date. This card is just amazing. So of course we have the other versions here. You got Crap Gold, a common, and then the ultra rare that I was featuring here. Not really featuring because ultra rare is not, again, ultra rare is really not my thing, so I didn't really want to go too crazy in depth with Maxi, but I did want to go ahead and update the market on the secret rares and the super rare prints because those are personal, my personal preferences of that card. We have Glow Up Bulb here. Of course, there's an ultimate rare, but we're seeing a pretty nice price point for the first edition secrets. This card, Black Garden, I don't understand the combo with this. Quick Draw as well. There's a dual terminal version, which personally is my favorite, but this is a Synchro engine starter card. It's pretty. It's got some good history to it for bringing out some boss synchro monsters. So it's definitely going up in value. I don't know why. Please comment below if you guys know the combo or why this card is just so ungodly expensive right now. The first edition is $28. I really don't understand. Maybe because there's like none on the market, only 1 page left, not even a full page. But if you have this card, I would sell the crap out of this card. I really do not understand why this card is so expensive right now. I understand this is probably the highest rarity, and I guess there's just really not a lot on the market. But if I have the card right now, I would definitely sell it. That is an instant 100% sell. That is just way too high of value to stay that way. Another card that's really interesting is Steam Synchron. This is a rare, and I'm pretty sure that this is a solo print. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly from my review, that this is a solo print, unless this is an error on TCG Player. This is a solo print. It's kind of funny that they donned this card in a Legendary Collection set. Came out as a rare, and it's $12. All across the board, there's only 2 pages left, and this card is $12. I do not know why. I mean, it's got a pretty cool effect. You can synchro someone on your opponent's turn. I know there's a couple cards that allow you to do that now. It's a pretty unique quick effect. Definitely on its own merit alone. Its artwork is just awful. I really hate the artwork. I really don't know what's going on here. It's kind of interesting how it is a water. You don't really see water machine types, but of course it's a tuner. And I guess the cool thing is that, it's a quick effect. You can synchro someone on your opponent's turn. But it's just, I don't understand this price point at all. If I had this card, again, I would sell it. That was 100% definite sell. It's just a rare too. So I mean, it's not like a ultimate rare or a secret rare or anything crazy. So the only thing I can really think of is because it's solo print and donning out of a Legendary Collection set, which is pretty old now. Vanity's Emptiness, I've reviewed this card a lot. I don't want to go too in-depth with it. I personally believe that this is also going to come off the ban list. This is a fantastic floodgate, really powerful. There's also some super rares from Secret Forces that are really cheap that I would check out. Great alternatives if you don't want to pay this pretty decent price point for the Secret Rares, but I will admit the Secret Rares do look completely superior. Again, I really love an avid fan of Secret Rare, and Secret Rare Vanities just look fantastic. 1-for-1, this is holding some pretty great value as well. This card is currently hit to 1 on the list, and for good reason. It is a very, very quite powerful card. Really cool artwork. I like how like there's like a soul coming out of like the death of a monster, and it's got some kind of reincarnation looking effect. My personal favorite is the super rares. I'm kind of waiting if I was to get this card because sometimes I like to kind of mess around with this card. I've tried it in Shaddolls, I've tried it in Zombies, and I think that's pretty much all I've really messed with it so far. But I personally like the 2010 Promo Tins promo card super rares. Not really a big fan of anything else. There was the Advent Calendar 2019 Ultras, which is holding pretty good value too. But again, I just really don't like ultra rare, so I would honestly just prefer the super rare. So until this card gets a secret rare reprint, I think I'm just gonna kind of hold off on this card. I might pick up one super rare just to have to play test when I do decide. I end up usually taking this card out because it doesn't usually always work out for me depending on what I'm playing and how I'm building a certain particular deck. But it is a really awesome card, and it's definitely at 1 on the list for a reason. It's a pretty cool dig card. Naturia Barkion, this is kind of irrelevant because there's Hidden Arsenal secret rares, and of course the dual terminal, I think ultra rares, which are a lot of money. TG Hyper Librarian, this is awesome. A lot of TG stuff in this. TG is another deck that I really, really like a lot. There's a lot of kind of unknown stuns to the deck that's really cool. I don't believe we got an ultimate rare version of this, if I'm not mistaken. So the secret rare might be the highest rarity. You can see it's having a pretty great price point here. I'm pretty sure this is either a common or ultra rare. I'm not sure, but we have ultimate rare versions of E-Tally. That card's always just kind of expensive. Shooting Stardust Dragon. Of course, we have ghost rares, and I think I want to say an ultimate rare, so this ultra rare is kind of rendered a little bit useless. Ancient Sacred Wyvern. So really quickly, there is an ultimate rare print of this. So really quickly, I want to take a look. The original OG Ancient Prophecy ultimate rares. Unlimiteds are about $6+, and then there's only 2 pages left of this card for the ultimate prints. First edition we get is about 24-ish, 25 bones, and then it doubles out 120 for some reason. This is ridiculous. This is an unlimited. There's literally plenty of first editions before this that are significantly cheaper, so I don't know what this store is doing here. But yeah, so about $25-ish, $24 for the first edition ultimate rare version of this, which just look fantastic. But I will say these secret rares look very, very nice too, and they are obviously significantly cheaper because they are not the highest rarity. But I will give credit to the secret rare. May just be being biased because I really do secret rare and ghost rare are my favorite rarities, and they're about $6+ for the first edition secrets, and I jump to about $7+, 3 pages left. This is a really underrated card. I really love this card, mostly for its artwork. It's a fairy instead of a dragon, which I think is kind of interesting, and it's just a light synchro. Stats aren't the best, but its effect is pretty cool, and I just really love the artwork a lot. And this is just one of those old school secret synchros that I really just kind of like. It's kind of funny when I got back into the game back in 2012 after high school. I was still playing my old school band Chaos deck with like Yatagarasu and like Confiscation, Pot of Greed, and Graceful Charity, and Unerrated, said Chaos Emperor Dragon, and all that stuff. And I hated synchros. It was the era when 6 Samurais were completely unlocked. They had like 3 gateways and 3 Shiins and just doing a whole bunch of crazy shenanigans. And I got my butt whooped, and it was pretty tragic. But I eventually got into starting to like synchros, and I really appreciate them now. It's a very fun mechanic. I really do love synchros now. And like Plague Spreader Zombie and Stardust Dragon, and I remember going on eBay and buying my first promo tin secret rare Stardust Dragons and Black Rose Dragons, and I think Gale the Blackwing Gale tuner and Plague Spreader Zombie were like some of my first tuners that I really liked. Evil Thorn, I'm not really sure why. There's 2 versions of this. I think it's the Seesock. I want to say Crossroads of Chaos original print or Star Strike Blast or something. Both of them are common. I'm not really sure why. Maybe explain in the comments, but people have kind of featured this before. There is kind of a strange uptick in value for this card. Junk Synchron. This is a secret rare. This is holding a pretty good value. Again, this is just a starter for Synchro-based decks, and we are in Master Rule 5. There is a dual terminal, I want to say rare, I believe. I think that would personally be my choice for whatever the rarity is. I'm pretty sure it's rare for the dual terminal version, but there's these secret ones here. And we got just a plethora of just Synchro fodder here. We got Doppel Warrior, we got Quillbort Hedgehog, we have TG Wonder Magician. This is a secret rare version. Of course, there's the original Ultra Rare, which is really nice. We have TG Striker as an Ultra Rare. This is a fantastic card. Secret Rare Battle Fader. I personally like the Ultimate Rares and the Dual Turner versions, but the Secret Rare looks very, very nice. We have Armory Arm. We have a Kalute, which this is an Ultra Rare as well. I think this is the highest rarity of this card. This is a really great card. Another fantastic Blackwing card. Armory Yarn is a really cool, I think, underrated Synchro card. This is a very good card. I would definitely check this out. This is another kind of underrated Synchro card. Mistworm. This is kind of rendered useless because we have dual terminal Ultra Rares, which are just look fantastic. And, of course, Hidden Arsenal Secret Rares. I believe this is, I want to say this is the secret version of Crimson Blader. This is another kind of underground Synchro that I think is pretty great, depending on the circumstances. This is actually the secret rare print. It's really cheap. It's about $2. Oh, okay. Well, it is about, yeah. Well, it's about $5. I'll just call it $5. So, not the cheapest anymore. It used to be significantly cheaper. I believe that there is a super rare version, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Astral Pack 4 super rare. So, I'm really torn up because obviously, I mean, it would be my personal opinion that the Astral Pack 4 Super Rare would be relatively significantly more difficult to get than the Legendary Collection 5Ds, because obviously this was probably more manufactured more back in the day. But honestly, the Secret Rare, you can't really go wrong. This is 2 rarity bumps up, and I really am a big fan of Secret Rare, so I would definitely pay a little bit extra more money, and I would go for the Secret Rare. But this is a really fantastic Synchro card as well. I believe it's a level 8 too, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm all about level 8 Synchro monsters, rank 8 XYZ monsters. I'm a big Advent Dark World player, so you can bust out rank 8 plays really easily in that deck. And there's a lot of awesome level 8 cards. And of course, it's relatively easy to make Synchro monsters that are level 8 with a tuner that's level 4, another level 4 card, which is the most standard. Majority of effect monsters are level 4. Some more Blackwing stuff here. Again, this is Gale. This is awesome. Really quickly, so Gale is just great. So I would play this even. I never even built Blackwings, and I would play this. This just has an awesome effect. You can cut a monster completely in half, and it's a level 3 Dark Tuner. Stats aren't super great, but again, it's a tuner, and it can cut something in half, which is just pretty powerful in my opinion. I don't believe there is a dual terminal version of this, which is really sad because I think a dual terminal version would have been merited. It definitely deserved a dual terminal print. I know that there's some other Blackwing cards that got the dual terminal treatment, so I don't know why an infamous card like Gale didn't. So we have the Ultras, Duelist Saga. Ultra Rare is really great on its own merit alone. It has that special Ultra Rare foiling that's set to this date that only has that set. Very distinguishing. And Astral Pack Super Rares, some gold stuff, and commons and rares. So my personal opinion, honestly, I would say the Duelist Sagas would have to be my pick of the kit. This is definitely the best rarity that we have. I mean, again, I think it would have looked great in dual terminal. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it got a dual terminal print, or maybe even a secret rare. But out of the normal Ultra and Super, I would definitely go with the special Ultra rarity version from Dawning from Duelist Saga. So just a great card. Again, a lot of great Blackwing support in this. Blackwings was just such an infamous deck back in the day, and it still has a pretty hardcore fan base even today, being such an old deck. Shooting Quasar Dragon, this is pretty awesome. I believe I know there was a Shonen Jump version, which kind of pretty much renders this one useless because, I mean, this one's pretty cool because you can get maybe a first edition print. I'm not really sure what's going on, why these are all limited edition. Really quick, let me see if there's I don't know if this was just this was one of the promo cards maybe. Maybe it was one of the promo cards that came in the box, not actually part of the booster packs in the set. But really quickly, taking a look at all versions, I would personally prefer, like majority players, only 2 prints of this. The Shonen Jump magazine promos, which are holding great value, about 15, 17, 18 bones. Unfortunately, this came out as an ultra rare. Again, I'm saying this again, I'm just not a big fan. I always kind of complain about ultra rare. This would have looked fantastic as like a ghost rare or maybe even a secret rare. I mean, obviously secret rare would just look gorgeous, completely superior. But because it's a Shonen Jump, it's definitely got collector's value. And this is a really cool synchro card, and everyone really kind of likes this card. And people, find ways to bust this out. And this is a pretty good kind of game ender. It's really difficult to get over this card, and it's just got fantastic artwork. So there is Shooting Quasar Dragon. Nitrate Beast. I got several different choices with this. I would personally go for the Hidden Arsenal Secret Rares. For the rarity, for its rarity as a secret rare and its price value, that's my personal favorite. Of course, you have the ungodly expensive Dual Terminal Ultra Rares, which are obviously the best. They are very expensive though. Trap Eater, this is kind of an interesting card. I don't think it ever saw a holo foil print, just commons. But this is kind of an interesting card on its own. Debris Dragon, there is an Ultimate print of this, but I personally prefer the Secret Rare print. This is a really cool card. A lot of cool rarities. I believe this card got a dual terminal print as well. Either a common or a rare dual terminal print. But really quick looking, the Debris Dragon. I love the artwork in this. This is really awesome. Wind Tuner, level 4, just synchro fodder for dragon stuff. And it's about $2. $2 plus. You want to factor in shipping. Only 2 pages left, so I think this is a fantastic pickup. Really quick, I want to verify if my memory serves me correctly if there is a dual terminal print of this card. Dual Terminal 3. Okay, so even cheaper. You have a very beautiful Ultimate Rare, but can see its price point is pretty out there. I don't know if this is a Super Rare or common from Turbo Pack 4. Obviously, it's going to be completely, in my opinion, blown out by the Super Rare, which is even the Secret Rare, which is even cheaper. But in all honesty, I would go for I would probably go for the Secret Rare because it's really cheap. It's like $2+ for a first edition Secret print. Bam, got yourself a really high rarity, awesome card, a lot of good history. But there is the common Dual Terminal 3 prints, which are still very, very cheap. Well, actually, okay, never mind. They're gone. So this just in, ladies and gentlemen, Dual Terminal Debris Dragon is gone. So I think it's about that time for me to bust out my copies of Dual Terminal and sell them because they're about $3, $4. Only 6 copies left on the market. So there you go. You guys have just witnessed a buyout. I don't know if someone else has featured this before. I know people have been featuring the Ultimate Rare of late, but I just wanted to showcase to you that the Dual Terminal is somewhat still available, and the Secret Rares is definitely available. So this is definitely going to be the next big thing after the Dual Terminal completely goes bye-bye. I really don't like. I like the new setup that TCG Player is going for here with the layout, but I really hate. I don't know if it's my computer or my settings or if I'm just messing up, but I really hate how it resets the search all the way to the top. It's very annoying. I don't like that at all. It's very time consuming, especially when you're trying to shoot a video. Fiendish Chain is going to be next. I love this card. This is the secret rare version of Fiendish Chain. And, of course, we have Ultimate Rares. I personally have a place of the Ultimate Rares who look very nice as well. But the Secret Rares look fantastic. And they're very, very affordable right now. They're about $2+ for first edition prints. There's about 3 pages left. This is a fantastic card. I think this is a really underrated continuous trap card. I am an Advent Satellar Knight player. I'm going to play that deck until I'm 100 years old. I love that deck. I was totally on the fan base of Satellar Knights when it was Burning Abyss, Shaddolls. I love Shaddolls now. I haven't personally picked up Burning Abyss. I respect Burning Abyss. I love how they're floating. They're floaters, and I think they have really, really fantastic artwork. Eventually, I do want to learn how to play Burning Abyss and probably build a build. But yes, I am definitely out of the three of that era of gaming. I was totally a Satellar Knight player. I love Satellar Knight. It's extremely easy to pilot. It combos really easily, and this is a standard for pretty much all builds. I've never really seen anyone that doesn't run three of these because you can recycle it with one of with Trevere, the Trevere, which comes Ultimate Rare and Secret, I want to believe. And that's just a fantastic, like that just resets the entire board and allows you to rip a card out of your opponent's hand. I love that deck. I could talk about that deck forever. One of these days, I really want to get around to making a deck profile or something because I love Satellar Knights so much. So that's a fantastic card to check out. Moving on here, we're gonna getting towards the bottom here, almost done here. Wrapping up, Debunk. This is a secret rare version. Their original prints were super rare from I think Extreme Victory or something. I can't remember, but a fantastic card. This is a secret rare, really cheap, kind of situational, but a really great side card. Kind of forgotten about. Cards Continents, really wouldn't worry about this because, again, a Legendary Collection Clive will have secret rares. TG Werewolf, awesome. I love TGs, so it's kind of interesting. It's kind of strange. I've never actually played this deck, but I've built it max rarity, or I'm kind of in the process of building it max rarity, and this is just a really fun deck. Back in the day, this was a really popular deck. Shortly after I got back in the game into 2012, this kind of had an uprising, and it was a pretty popular deck to play in. Really cool cards. So I would check that out. Junk Forward, this has gone down a lot. This had a price jump not too long ago, but like when Lynx first came out and stuff, this card was I think for the super rare, like it was a 10 promo super rare or something. Had a pretty significant price jump, but it's down to pretty much almost nothing now. Tuning Wire, I believe this is a secret rare. Unknown Synchron. These are relatively cheap. Again, just synchro fodder and maxed out secret rares. Pretty great. Just cards to take a look at in general. Colossal Fighter is going to be next. There is an ultimate print of this, which I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I can just go into the ultimate rare directly. Sometimes TCG Player is a little wonky on if it wants to feature ultimate rares when you view all versions without doing a specific search. You can see it right here. Turbo Pack 5, Dawn Dust, the ultimate rare print, this being the highest rarity. This is another, I think, underrated Warrior Synchro card. This is a really old, great card. I want to say Six Samurai uses. Yeah, the first time I saw playing this was a long time ago with like the original Six Samurai builds. They use this card, and it's just a really cool card. And this is the ultimate rare, and it's about 20 bones. It's about 20 bones all across the line, and bombs out about 25 on the bottom of the page. There's 2 pages of this. This is still a very cheap ultimate rare. I think that 20 bones is a very fair price for this. Artwork is really cool. It always reminds me of like something like a Dragon Ball Z character or something. I don't really know. Maybe because like the orbs on the armor. But anyway, this is a really awesome. This is an awesome card. And again, if you don't want to pay $20 for the highest rarity ultimate rares, there is the secret rares, which are right here, which I'm going to show you. There was the 10 super rares and a couple of other things that aren't really of any significance, but these are the secret rare reprints, and these are sitting at about $1. $1 all across the board for the first edition. Secret rares. This is a really great card. That's all I can say. I just really like this card, and it's got cool artwork, and it's cheap, and it's secret rare. So I mean, who complains about secret rare? Like, secret rare is so beautiful. You can't argue that secret rare is not a very very easy on the eyes. You just look at it and it's just shiny and bright. And back in the day, secret rare was the highest rarity. If you're a really old school player like me, the original sets, Generation 1 sets, secret rare was as high as you could go. That was the ceiling back in the day. So secret rare always holds a great meaning in my heart. I love it a lot. Speaking of secret rare, a Trap Stun. There's a lot of cool rarities of Trap Stun. This is a fantastic card. I love this card, and this is like so underrated. No one really talks about this card anymore. This is a fantastic side card. And there's a lot of cool rarities. There's a OTS Astral, whatever, Tournament Pack Super. There's this secret rare, which is personally my favorite. And look, really quickly, I'm trying to kind of hurry it up here because I'm kind of taking already quite a bit to shoot this video, but this is the secret rare prints, and these are really cheap. This is awesome. You can pause the video, read the fact. It's really short. This is just it locks down traps for a turn, which gives you that opportunity to just run your opponent over and take the game, which is really great. It's $2 for these secret rare first editions. Only 2 pages left, so someone's buying these. There used to be a significant amount more the last time I featured this card. There is a dual terminal version. I want to say common, I believe, which looks very great as well. Dual terminal 5 commons. So you have the secret rares commons. Not really concerned about any of these other prints, but the secret rares 2 bones. You get yourself a nice first edition secret rare, or you can go over to dual terminal 5 and get yourself a nice dual terminal. I don't know if this was called digital or shatterfoil dual terminal. Let's see here, and these are just ridiculously cheap. They're a quarter. They're a quarter, then they jump to about $1. Only 3 pages left. This is insane. You guys need to get this card. This is definitely one of the MVPs of the video for the day. But then again, I might just be biased. I might just be trying to paint a portrait of this card. But I think this is such a fantastic card. This and Royal Decree are my favorite side kind of counter trap cards. A lot of cool rarities to Royal Decree too. Such amazing history. Royal Decree is actually one of my favorite trap cards. Like, it's the trap card, stop all trap cards. I really like the whole ideal behind that, and the artwork is really cool too. It's got that really old school artwork. Really quickly, I'm going to be wrapping it up here pretty shortly. Just bear with me a few moments longer. I believe we're getting to the end of this legendary bulky 268 card set. This was such a cool set. I really regret not investing into this when it was brand new on the shelves. There's some fantastic value in this all across the board. Magic Planter, this comes out as an ultra rare, I believe, but I'm not really too concerned about that because there is the original Raging Battle super rares. It got a super rare reprint in Shadows of Valhalla. This card used to be a lot of money for the original prints. I guess before the reprints, the 2 reprints, the super rare and Shadows of Valhalla, and I think the Soul Burner common, if that's what it was from. This used to be like $7 to like $15, $12 for like the longest time for the original first editions, and you can get them now for under $1. So this just goes to prove like it's insane how much value fluctuates in this game, our game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, it's insane. That's why these market watch videos are, I think, so prevalent and people really enjoy watching them. I know I love watching market watch videos from other content creators, and I love shooting them for you guys. And it's insane. I think this is a great pickup. Again, this is a fantastic draw power card. I love the artwork in this. It's like the boiling witch's pot, and there's like these thorn bushes, and it's got the smoke, and you got the Yu-Gi-Oh card boiling in there, and this is really great. And again, I messed around with playing with this card in Satellar Knights. Satellar Knights use a lot of, depending on how you build it, continuous trap cards, so it's just fodder to draw, and this is really cheap. Like, I probably, honestly, like, I'm going to probably go and try to pick off some of these first editions because this is just insanely cheap. Again, this used to be like a $12 card for the original print first editions, and now it's literally under $1. And there's 5+ pages. So this, I think, is another MVP. I really do think that this is a fantastic turbo card. Again, you guys know my stance about turbo decks and draw power and how effective it is and how important it is to turbo through your deck, and these magic cards allow you to do that. So Magic Planter is definitely... Oh, what happened here? Oh, okay. I guess we're done with that tab. All right, Magic Planter. They did Valor So Dirty. They made it as a common, which is really sad. Trident Dragon is going to be the next card. There is an Ultima Rare print for its original coming out of Raging Battle. I love the artwork. It looks kind of crappy. I don't remember. I don't think I have some Unlimiteds, unfortunately. Mine aren't first editions for my Ultima Rares. I bought them really cheap back in the day. It's gone up quite a bit now. There is no first editions on the first page for the Ultimate Rare print. We see our first editions here for about $17, and then $18, and they doppel into about $30 after that, already at the bottom of the second page. This is a really cool card. It's kind of an out-of-date, slower card. I remember I had a good friend back when I got back in the game again for the second time, and he played Dragoonides, and he played this card in his Dragoonid deck, and he actually one hit turned me with this card, and it was really cool. I like that card ever since. Pretty situational, but a great card. All the same. You have the secret rares here, which you can see the artwork a lot better here. It looks fantastic, and they're like $1 plus. The secret rares are extremely cheap. Obviously, ultimate rares go up in price, being ultimate rares, being the original set, original prints, and being a higher rarity. But you definitely have opportunity getting a fantastic alternative with the secret rare first editions for about a bone plus here. Next card is going to be Advanced Draw. Again, just like Trade-In, this is kind of like the sister card to Trade-In, in my personal opinion. Revolves around level 8. Pretty cool how it's a level 8 or higher. Definitely throws a spin of diversity on the card. This is the ultra rare print, which I believe is the highest rarity. This is under $1. Again, this is another great turbo card. Only 3 pages left. That is still extremely affordable right now. Let's take a look at the other versions, because I'm an Advent level 8. I love level 8 monsters, and I mess around with this card in Dark World all the time. Again, I do like the 2010 Super Rares. Would probably be my personal favorite. I get it. We saw the Ultra Rare Rarity bump in Legendary Collection 5Ds, but I don't like Ultra Rare. I don't know. I'm just really strange with that. I just really don't like Ultra Rare. Not a big fan of it. I would personally go for the Super Rares from the 2010 Duelist Pack 10, probably promos. There was also a reprint in Destiny Soldiers here. All this stuff is just super cheap, though. Again, artwork is really cool. It has Yu-Gi-Oh cards on Yu-Gi-Oh cards, cardboard on cardboard. I'm just a big fan of that. And this is just an awesome turbo card. Gets you through your deck, gets you your draw power, gets you to your combos. It could be like a trigger card or ignition card or whatever. It's just really great. I'm an Advent fan of draw power. I love it. I love turbo decks. That just lets you draw like crazy. So there's that card for you guys. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be wrapping it up here. There shouldn't be too many more cards left in this gigantic set. Starlight Road, this is a pretty cool. I remember I used to play this back in the day to counter like Heavy Storm and Dark Hole and all that. And there's a secret rare print, which looks really cool. There's also another card that's a counter trap card that has a little bit different wording that kind of does some different stuff, which is really cool too. I believe it came out as a rare in one of the sets shortly after. I don't remember which one, but I'm sure if you look into it, you can probably find it. It's pretty cool. Players kind of took their pick on which one they wanted to run depending on the situation. If you guys know what that card is, comment down below, because I can't remember, but I remember playing, kind of having a hard time figuring out which one of those cards I wanted to use to defend my boards back in the day. It's still a pretty cool card, in my personal opinion. Goyo Guardian, there's the Ultimate Rares, there's Secret Rares, and there's also a Dual Terminal Super Rare, which looks fantastic. I would definitely check that out. There's some Shura. I don't know if there's a dual tournament version of this. If there is, I would definitely look into that. But I think this is an ultra rare print. Savage Coliseum. This is a really great card. I would look into this. I would personally. This is I don't know if this is like limited or banned, or I'm thinking of Kaiser Coliseum. That's the one that's forbidden or banned right now. This is a really cool card too, though. I think the original prints came from Star Strike Blast, so I would definitely go over those. I would prefer the original print first editions over the reprints from the Legendary Collection. Delta Crow, this is actually a really cool secret rare card. You can play it from your hand under a certain condition for Black Wings. I apologize, I'm kind of rushing through here because my timer just went off for my video and I'm already kind of overdue here. Rush Rhino, again, just more TCG, TG stuff. Rarity bumps. Really cool. I love TG. TG1, EM1. I love this card. This is basically like a permanent change of heart. It's kind of like Snatch and Steal for TG stuff, and you can snatch your opponent's boss monsters. And this is also a secret rare, really cheap, so it's kind of cool. Cool card for them. Orient Dragon. There is a secret rare version of this that's really cheap. This isn't the most powerful card, but this is just, I like the artwork. And really quickly, there's the Generation Force secret rares are really cheap or not, and they're very beautiful. I really love the secret rare version of this card. It looks fantastic. This artwork is really great. Again, it doesn't have like a completely blowout effect. You target one to remove, but look at this Generation Force. Generation Force has a special place in my heart. This was The first set that we got here in the TCG was the Dawning of the XYZ monsters, and we had Leviair Dragon and Leviathan, and just it was such a fun time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Really nostalgic memories with this set, so this is great. And this is the original print Secret Rares. It's under $1, like all across the board, pretty much under $1, about $1. 3+ pages. So this is definitely something that I would definitely take a look at because it's an old school Secret Rare, and it's just another cool synchro monster in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that is going to be one of the last cards that I'm going to be featuring for this mega set. Really quick, let's just go down to the bottom of the page and verify and make sure I'm not missing any goodies for you guys. We like to make sure that we're all in and feature everything that you guys want to see here in the White Mexicans Market Watch investment videos. No card left behind. No one gets cheated. The original prints, I want to say, I think either I think it was Photon Shockwave was the original prints for this as secret rares. I think they're still pretty cheap. This is a really great card. I think this card is underrated. Time Lords in general, they got some pretty cool effects, and it's a pretty cool effect, a pretty cool archetype. So I'll look into that. Look into the original print secret rares. I'm pretty sure it was Photon Shockwave for those secret first editions, and my goodness, it's like this set never ends. There's just so much cards to talk about and review, so little time. I'm really trying to squeeze it all in here for you guys. Pretty sure there wasn't really anything else of interest. I think the majority of this stuff is just commons at this point. My goodness. Loading, loading, loading. This is probably the most beastly set that we've had released in TCG. Do you guys know? Let me know if you guys know a set that's bigger than 268, because I don't know any set that's bigger than 268. That's pretty incredible. Okay, so that is it. We finally have reached the end here of this mega astronomic set. This is awesome. Again, today was Legendary Collection 5Ds and Legendary Collection Kaiba. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. This has been a showcasing by The White Mexican, and I will see you in the next video.